Hey y'all, good evening. Good evening, good evening. Welcome back to another AI Mastery session with Rosemary. Meet Pip. We're going to create a new story tonight, and we're going to be using Grok for our meta prompting. Meta prompting is when you use AI to basically create your prompts. This is a technique that I not only teach and have shown through training. I have a whole video series on how to make children's books with Google Whisk and a few other tools. So I teach this technique, and it is a powerful tool in your prompt engineering journey because I'm a firm believer that the AI model is more than capable of creating prompts that communicate with itself or other AI models. So meta prompting is a game changer, especially if you're new to prompting or you don't know how to prompt. Learning how to ask the model to create or refine your prompt is going to significantly. So yeah, last night, woo, we completed our first full animation project. Y'all saw that. If you didn't, go on my page. It's on my YouTube channel. It's saved on my Twitch. I was able to save last night's broadcast and this night's, and moving forward, all of my broadcasts for my Twitch people. Oh, let me connect the chat, by the way. Y'all are going to be able to watch replays. And then, of course, shout out to my ex family and everybody. So we were able to complete a full-on project. Let me connect my pods. Okay. A little bit better on sound. But yeah, we were able to complete a Pip Goes to the Beat animation. I am actually going to show you all the output. I think I have the preview kind of like sitting. Let me show it to you guys. Let's do screen. Let's do window. Let me pull it up so it'll be simple. So we're about to watch. I'm going Finder. So like I said, tonight we're just going to work on an additional storybook. I was going to try to walk you all through creating the storybook, but I want to stay in alignment with using Grok and Google Whisk, and I can do my own workflow privately to keep the consistency going of you all catching on to how to do it. All right, here it goes. It says to share audio, share tab. Oh, so I'm gonna have to pull it up as a tab in order to share it. So let me pull it up on X then, so y'all can sound. I was gonna play it from my computer, but it's saying that that's not going to work. So let's do it. But yeah, we were able to finish a whole animation project. What I learned is that the workflow is pretty good. It's pretty solid. So I love that. You just really honestly have to have. Okay, let me share that particular tab. So we're on my X profile, maybe. All right, let's play it.
Written and illustrated by Rosemary Salem.
Let's start from again.
Pip Goes to the Beach. Written and illustrated by Rosemary Salem.
Pip waddles onto the city beach at dusk. His blue backpack glows, ready to collect treasures today. Look, Pip sees a seashell shining in the sand. It's his first treasure to find. Pip traces the seashell with his paw. It feels smooth and curvy. Pip presses the seashell up. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. Nice one, Pip. Pip traces the seashell shape in the air. He likes its gentle curve. Now Pip spots a starfish on the sand. Another treasure to collect. Pip traces the starfish's arms. 5 points, so fun to feel. Pip presses the starfish and whoosh. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. He's so happy. Pip traces the starfish in the air. He loves its pointy arms. There's a pebble glowing over there. Pip waddles to see it. Pip traces the pebble's round edge. It's smooth and round, just right. Pip's the pebble up. It's a tiny shape in backpack. Great find, Pip. Pip traces the pebble in the air. He feels its roundness, nice and calm. Look, Pip. A piece of seaweed is glowing by the waves. Time to explore. Pip traces the seaweed's wavy strands. They flow gently, so pretty. Pip presses the seaweed and poof, it's a tiny shape in his backpack. Wonderful. Pip traces the seaweed in the air. He loves its wavy flow. Pip sits and looks at his glowing backpack. All his beach treasures are safe inside. Pip traces all his treasures: seashell, starfish, pebble, and seaweed. What a collection! Stands with his full backpack, looking at the city. He's ready for more beach fun.
Okay, we're gonna watch it one more time. This is the completion of the project. Pip goes to the beach, and then we're gonna get started on our next project for today or tonight. We're gonna watch it again.
Pip Goes to the Beach. Written and illustrated by Rosemary Salem.
Pip waddles onto the city beach at dusk. His blue backpack glows, ready to collect treasures today. Look, Pip sees a seashell shining in the sand. It's his first treasure to find. Pip traces the seashell with his paw. It feels smooth and curvy. Pip presses the seashell and pop. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. Nice one, Pip. Pip traces the seashell shape in the air. He likes its gentle curve. Now Pip spots a starfish on the sand. Another treasure to collect. Pip traces the starfish's arms. 5 points, so fun to feel. Pip presses the starfish and whoosh. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. He's so happy. Pip traces the starfish in the air. He loves its pointy arms. There's a pebble glowing over there. Pip waddles to see it. Pip traces the pebble's round edge. It's smooth and round, just right. Pip presses the pebble and zap, tiny shape in his backpack. Great find, Pip. Pip traces the pebble in the air. He feels its roundness, nice and calm. Look, Pip. A piece of seaweed is glowing by the waves. Time to explore. Pip traces the seaweed's wavy strands. They flow gently, so pretty. Pip presses the seaweed and poof, it's a tiny shape in his backpack. Wonderful. Pip traces the seaweed in the air. He loves its wavy flow. Pip sits and looks at his glowing backpack. All his beach treasures are safe inside. Pip traces all his treasures: seashell, starfish, pebble, and seaweed. What a collection! Pip stands with his full backpack, looking at the city. He's ready for more beach fun.
All right. So this
Pip
was.
goes to the beach.
No.
Written and
We good. Okay. So this was a storybook short film that we created over the course of, really, we created this over the course past 3 days. So I would say I completed it in 72 hours for this in particular turnaround. The AI illustration and animation was made with Google Whisk, and the music was created by Music FX in Google Labs. And I did use the technique meta prompting with Grok 3, and the editing was completed with Clipchamp by Microsoft. Powerful stack for animation. I gave this project quality an 8 out of 10. The perfectionist in me wants to give it a 7 out of 10, and I do want to explain why. Okay, but make sure y'all are liking, sharing, commenting, especially if you're watching me live on X, and go show love to the post because it is on my page. But the reason why I gave it a I'm gonna tell you why I gave it a 7 out of 10. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because of just overall consistency is not 100% there. Okay. And the reason why I gave it an 8 out of 10 is because I feel like a lot of those scenes could have been perfected a little bit more, such as the scene where he was reviewing all of his items. It was really powerful how we were able to see him tracing the seashell and the starfish, and then at the pebble, you saw the circle formulating, so it gave the illusion that he was getting ready to draw the pebble, but it went off too fast. Also, just the inconsistency of the overall backpack element is always going to be something I'm aiming to perfect. So that's why I gave it an 8 out of 10. But overall, it's a 10 out of 10 project quality. But I just know I rate my stuff at a higher level because I'm me. But you all are going to watch me build another Pip story. We're just going to continue to do that. You all are helping me reach my goals, my book goals, and creation goals by allowing me to share my journey with you. I don't show y'all everything just because I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my okay. And I want you all to be able to just kind of get the core of an average workflow of creating storybooks and storybook illustration, and to see how Google Whisk Animate works, because I have beta access, so I've been utilizing it to the fullest capacity. So without further ado, I'm about to share my screen and we're going to continue on for tonight. I know we're supposed to be doing a coloring book as well, so we can probably, if I don't like this story, we'll go for it. Hold on. It says Pip Soft Treasure. Yep, I don't like that. Let's create the same 20 scene format with all prompt requirements. Make sure you include flat in describing the backpack. And let's put him in a community living environment scenery. So I want to see him I want to see Pip in a living environment. He doesn't have a book like that. So the same as above, the AI art and animation, etc. prompts. All right. Ooh, my sinuses have been whooping my tail. And I've been using the think character. We're using the Grok 3 think option tonight. This is my first day using it. I was using it for some other things and it worked out really well. So this is my first time utilizing it for Pip tonight. So we're testing out Grok 3. I believe Grok is amazing. Today, I was coding all day. I was building an agent in Google Colab today. The agent is a video clipper and we are almost done. I'm just waiting on mastering the code so that I can get the videos clipping. We got the transcription down pat and we got it connected to my Google Drive and all of that. I'm just waiting to see the output of actual video clips. And then that's probably going to be available to the public for those of you all who want to use it. I'll probably put it on my GitHub for y'all to copy the code and use it in Google Colab and have access to a YouTube video clipper once I get it done. And I'll do like a demo video. It won't be a live stream. I'm actually happy I didn't live stream that because that would have been very overstimulating for me. Again, one thing that I want to note is I know that there are streamers who just kind of stream everything. That's not me. I feel like certain things need to be shown and certain things need to be worked on in private. So I'm doing a decent job at okay, they turned this into community adventure. I just said I wanted him in a community environment. You didn't have to change. Below story title. So let's stop. I want the scenery to be a community vibe. My goal is for future books and animations to show Pip's world. And adventures. Understand? And we are not titling this book Pip's Sensory Adventures. It is its own entity as a book. So recreate with a new concept, please. All right. So we are working on pulling together the book concept. So what I want to work on now is kind of building out Pip's world a lot more detailed from this display that I just showed y'all from the short films. I like that it was showing him and the way he interacts with the things that he finds and kind of alluding to him having some type of, superpower capabilities. That's a great way to bring in neurodivergent aspects. I just kind of want to hone in on that. So you're going to see me throughout the rest of our streaming time get more and more and more and more and more and more intentional with Pip every day. Like I remember book one. I was actually watching book one video. Actually, while this is loading, I'm going to show y'all on my YouTube channel the very first Pip book. I'm going to pull it up and watch it together. Let me pull my channel up. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do so. Here it is. Let's kick. We're gonna have to. I gotta share that particular tab in order for y'all to hear the sound. Okay, so this is the very first Pip book. Look at him. He done came a long way, and this was published 3 months ago, December 22nd. So this is the first time, and I did this in a day. I remember this. Pip's Magical Forest Adventure, written by Rosemary Salem. Illustrated by Rosemary Salem. Narrated by Rosemary Salem. Meet Pip, a curious little hedgehog who loves to explore. He lives in the Whispering Woods and carries a bright blue backpack filled with treasures from his adventures. Pip is always ready to discover something new and exciting. One sunny morning, Pip stood at the edge of the forest path. The trees seemed to whisper, "Come and explore." His backpack was packed, and his heart was full of wonder. Today, he thought, I'm going to find something amazing. Suddenly, a wise old owl named Sage appeared on a nearby branch. "Hello, little adventurer," the owl said with a kind smile. Sage shared a secret about a magical puzzle hidden deep in the forest. Pip's eyes grew wide with excitement. Pip followed Sage's clues carefully. He found strange glowing symbols among the old tree roots. Slowly, carefully, he began to symbols. Each piece clicked into place like a wonderful mystery waiting to be solved. When Pip solved the final piece of the puzzle, the forest came alive with joy. His animal friends cheered and danced. Colorful butterflies fluttered around them as they celebrated his clever discovery. As the sun began to set, Pip sat near his cozy tree home, his blue backpack beside him. He opened his notebook and carefully drew the magical symbols he'd discovered. Every adventure teaches something new, he thought, smiling. The Whispering Woods had shown him that being brave and curious could lead to wonderful discoveries. Most importantly, he learned that the best treasures weren't the ones in his backpack, but the friendships he made along the way. The end. All right. So that was the first Pip's story. So technically his birthday is December the 22nd, not the 27th. 2024 he was born. And an amazing experience it has been. Okay. I've been inside of Google. Ooh, give me a second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, he was born in December 22nd, 2024. That was the first Pip story. So as I've been telling y'all for the longest that he's came a long way. So it has been a journey in itself creating Pip. So let's look at our story. Let's get back inside of Grok so we can continue because we're just going to keep it flowing like we normally do. All right. Okay, this is Pip's Community Adventure. I still don't like that title. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want community in the title. I was just expressing how I wanted to show him in his community. So please create a new concept. And also, models tend to do this. Like, it will kind of keep giving you the same thing. And let's get inside of Google Whisk. Let's pull it up. So I normally go to start from scratch because we're not making like a plushie, a pen, or a sticker. And you have some options here. I just kind of want to show y'all. So you can make, these are some templates that are already available inside of Google Whisk. Let me make sure I got to get under X. Okay, gotcha. Go back in. So yeah, you have, these are loaded templates. We are going to try the square image outputs today. I know this is a little different from what I normally do. And the reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want to make things a little more simpler when it comes to editing the book, because I'm creating 8x75 by 8x75 books. I often have to do a lot of external editing within Canva. Okay, Pip in the Neighborhood Garden. This is what I'm talking about. Love that. So I'm trying a new approach. Yes, now give me the scenes and prompts. Oh, and also create an additional coloring page prompt, 2 per scene. Make sure it's, AI are black and white. No text discoloring sheets and give me a name for the overall coloring book. So it should be basically 40 coloring sheets because it's 2 prompts per scene. So we're really about to do a fully loaded clip. I have a thing where I do prompt stacking, where I allow the model to do give me multiple prompts in sections within its output, so I don't have to keep going back. So for Pip Goes to the Beach, I didn't just create, let me show you, and then I'm gonna break it down to you. So this is from Pip Goes to the Beach. This is scene 17. So we had a character prompt, okay, which the character prompt will go right here. So you can either generate an image with the prompt, or I could upload a previous image that I have, and then scene, and then the style. That's how it works, okay? But I have a character prompt and a subject prompt for the backpack. Then I would ask for the story text. So that's the story part of the book. That's what's going to be on the book page. Then I had the narration, which was for the storybook film. So I got the narration speaking part. Then I had the AI art prompt, which was the overall image. And we were animating that image with the animation prompt. So technically within this whole stack, this is called a AI prompting stack, I was covering technically 4 different bases. I was covering a character prompt, the subject prompt for the backpack, I was covering the book, I was covering the narration, or 5, and I was covering, no, 6, I was covering the AI art prompt for the still image, and 6, I was covering the AI motion prompt. That's 6 different areas covered within one section. But guess what? We did it for 20 scenes. So in one prompt, I cooked out a whole project. You understand? So I'm showing y'all techniques that not only save y'all time, but get y'all to y'all end result. So for this one, I've stretched it. I've asked it for the coloring book, but I see that it's dropped the ball heavily, so we'll get it right. Okay, so I need these, so it does say black and white. Okay, these to have the AI art and animation, etc. prompts as well. We only need as well, yeah. And character prompts and subject prompts for any reoccurring special elements or guest appearances in the story for image consistency of the model. But since we already got the coloring book, don't rewrite the coloring book. Just give me the story now. Because we've already gotten the coloring book. So the coloring book is done. It says Pip's Garden Adventures, a coloring journey. Bless me. So let's get it. We're actually going to just hop right into creating the coloring book. Might as well. And I've already set it up so that this is the main story illustration. Let's do this. We're going to put that as, I'm going to upload a preset of Pip from my computer because I don't have a story prompt in front of me. So we just going to keep it rolling. Pip. Let's do this map. Downloads. It should be right here. Literally. It says January. No, I don't think so. Let me try to find this image real quick. 7 days ago. Okay, I'm about to, no, these are plushies of Pip. I don't need a plushie of him. Here it is. Let me, ooh, Jesus. We're gonna say Pip character 1. Because I got a few of these, but I need it to say Pip character 1. This Mac. I'm trying to find it. I done renamed it now. That's so odd. Let me look in this downloads folder. No. Okay. I think I'm in the right folder now. Previous 7 days. I'm actually gonna move this to my desktop so I ain't got to trip on it. Okay. So I'm just uploading an image for the subject. We're about to make our first scene. It should be landscape because that's what I said. Oh, I mean square, excuse me. Oh, that looks great. The backpack's supposed to be plain though. And as for style, I am going to use one of the coloring sheets. So let's do download. I might have to find that and put it on desktop. So I'm looking through some previous Pip generations of coloring sheets from the coloring book project. I just need to find one so I can save it. It says PV30. That is so weird. Let's do downloads. January. You can't even see. Let's go to view. I'm trying to find these files, y'all. You know, push come to shove, what I'm gonna do is, that is so weird that I can't find this coloring book sheets. I don't even know where I saved them at. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna find them really quickly. You know, they might be saved on my desktop. Yep, there go one. Found it. Okay, cool. So now let me upload it. I just need to find the, there we go. So we got a coloring sheet. Bet. So let's start with our first prompt. Coloring page 1. I'm very eager to see how this turns out. Okay, here goes our coloring sheets, y'all. I want it a little filled out, child. Oh yeah, I forgot I did ask for square. So when I put it inside, it's gonna fit perfectly. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This worked out pretty well. A little patience. Okay, let's move on to our next coloring sheet. And then we're going to get into the story and close out with some animations. So I'm going to delete that one because it says a fluffy tail squirrel with her paws. Okay. I don't know which. I think I'm going to use this one and delete this one. All right, now we got our two. We got page 2, the coloring sheets. And that squirrel has been a part of a few of Pip's stories. So I might need to make her like a reoccurring character moving forward and really like define who she is. So I'm gonna delete both of these because it came with colors. And let me look at the prompt and make sure. See, it shouldn't say colorful anything. Black and white. No shedding. No coloring. Okay, so it's trying to make his backpack blue. So we're just gonna say, we're gonna delete these. We're gonna remove blue, the word blue. And now it should be plain as day. And then it says slung over his shoulder. No. We want it on his back. This is not a shoulder bag. Let me delete that. How we still got this glow? Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. I see another color. We're gonna try it again. Almost. We might need to refine these prompts. I ain't even gonna hold you. Okay, there go one. Oh, he looks so cute. Look at Pip. Oh, he just looked mad. He don't look happy. I mean, the backpack is right on. I just don't like him looking like that. All right, let me refine these prompts. Jeez. Okay. That's the story. AI art prompt. Animation. Okay, that's all the scenes. Whew. All right. Let's focus on the coloring pages. So the prompts for the coloring page, should it mention any specific colors or shedding of any kind? Because it's supposed to be black and white only, and his backpack needs to only be positioned on his back. So please rewrite prompts. So I've seen too many errors, so I'm asking it to just rewrite us some more prompts. So we're using Grok 3 thinking, deep thinking. So it's similar to deep reasoning. If you ever used DeepSeek, it's pretty much on all the models now. So today, when I was coding, I used DeepSeek, the new version 3 for the coding. And I will say, I had it working on that Google Colab project that I mentioned earlier on the live today. Well, tonight, that thing is powerful because I was already using Claude 3.7 to fix the prompt, to fix the code because I was vibe coding. And I started off using Grok 3 for the vibe code. Then I'm opened up Trey, the chat, and I was using Claude Sonnet 3.7 to refine the code. And then even with that, it was still not giving me what I wanted, but I put it in that DeepSeek version 3 on Open Router. Honey, opened up that chat and started engaging with that new model, and it was chef's kiss. It was powerful. So shout out to World of AI YouTube channel, and he's on X. Amazing page. He got a community, whole 9 yards. He has a newsletter. That's one of the main sources that keeps me afloat on all new models. I watched the video. I actually didn't finish it. I was so eager to, because I was already vibe coding. I was so eager to try the model out. I just clicked on the Open Router link and started working on my project. And it was a success, to say the least. We're almost done, but it improved it so much. It improved it in ways I didn't even have to tell it. So I know that I'm gonna see the completion of that project by tomorrow for sure. And once I get it going, I'm gonna pin it to my GitHub profile, and y'all can be able to use my AI powered video clipper for YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Google featuring Google Colab. All right. We are on this prompt, I believe. Yeah, that's what we left off at. It says strapped to his back. I didn't want it to say strapped to his back, but okay. Let's continue. Okay, there's no backpack for him. Both of these didn't include his backpack. I'm going to say wearing a backpack. I don't want to say strapped to his back. On, I could say onto his back. No, I'm saying on his back. Well, let's go Emily. Yeah, on. Okay. So we are moving along with this coloring book. You know what? I will take him not wearing a backpack. This is a nice coloring sheet. So we're just gonna move on. Okay, our next prompt. So we should have 40 coloring sheets when we get done. That's a full book. Full cup. Definitely. This is gonna be way bigger than my current one. Oh, this is so cute. They went off on this. On everything. I like it. I like it a lot. This is gonna be so nice. And so my strategy was 20 scenes, but 2 prompts per scene. That's a great strategy if you want to use it, if you want to create a coloring book. Both of these are pretty decent, but the backpack just looks crazy. You know what I'm about to do? I'm going to download this image right here, and I'm going to upload it to, I guess I should upload it to Style. What y'all, no, I'm going to upload it as a subject. Okay, here we go. Boom. All right. And we're going to delete these. And now we should probably have a better iteration. I know you lying. Why is it coloring it? It doesn't even say blue backpack. You know, I'm just going to delete that and let's try it again. And it made Pip swole. He just look a little rounder than normal. Why he got 4 backpacks? Come on now. I thought that image was a good example. It probably still is. I just need to be a little more patient. I'm going to say flat, and that should deal with that hiccup that I keep seeing. But other than that, it's generating pretty well. Almost. I don't like that it's trying to give me a side bag, a satchel. You just need a regular. You don't like those. It keeps trying to put it to the side. I don't like that. I want it to be worn like a regular backpack. There we go. Here we go. We'll take this one for 200, Alex. We're going to delete this. I'm actually going to download this and add it as another style image. So now we just kind of give him more. I don't know if I want to delete this or not. I'm gonna delete it. All right. And you can do that. You can change up your style images and subject images as much as you need to. Okay. So this is pretty decent. The only thing I just wish it was like, I feel like it's a little hard to color. I'm gonna say for kids coloring. I'm gonna delete this. I wonder if I say kids coloring, will it enhance it? Okay, that's a little bit better. I just kind of wanted the elements to be a little bigger, a lot more spacious. Ooh, bless me. Excuse me. One thing y'all gonna get is me yawning. Okay. Come on now. I'm trying to go back to Grok. All right. We're gonna move right along to our next prompt for our coloring book. Ooh. Just coming right along. I don't like either one of these. Pick. Okay, we'll take this one. There's two. It just seems like that rabbit don't have no full body, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull this bigger. Let's try it again. This would work, but I don't like the way you know what? Let's remove this backpack for this one. And it has simple background. Alright, I'm back. We want to delete these and turn out the way I wanted it to. So just like the storybooks, you still have to go through the numbers. Let's say a hedgehog, a squirrel, a rabbit, and a turtle. This just kind of specifies that it's one of each. Perfect. Both of these look phenomenal. I like this one because he looks a little more happier, but I like this one for the simplicity. I'm gonna delete this one, even though I like that he was really happy. This one pretty much nailed it. All right, let's go to the next one. And this is square, so when we get ready to put it in our 8.75, it's gonna be very, very simple. I'm gonna say large, simple outlines plot of, because I added large because I want it to be big. Of, so instead of saying large, I'm gonna say a small. And I'm gonna say of large. Blown up plots and plants. Almost. Like it's almost there. We just want it to be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna say easy to color. No text. Almost. Let me just try it this way. Bless me. Bless me. I'm gonna say a small section of a I didn't hate that, but it was just still not in alignment. Mm, I'm gonna say a very small section with large blown up visuals of okay. Okay, I'll take this one right here because it's that's a little bit easier to color. I just wanted it to be something that is not too crazy, but being that the concept is a whole garden plan, that's cool. So let's move on. All right. So these are our coloring sheets so far. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, and we're working on these. Let's see that. You know what? To make my life easier, he just stopped go ahead doing this backpack. Yeah, delete these. So we got 8 out of our 40 done. I like both of these. I like both of these a lot. I'm gonna go with this one because it gives me more elements to color in. We're gonna move on to the next one. Beautiful. I don't even have to re-edit that at all. Reiterate that at all, not re-edit. Keep in mind, I always share that sometimes Google Whisk will give you 2 images and sometimes it will give you 1. It just depends. Now for this one, I do want to try to get the backpack right. So we're gonna probably play around with it until we get it right. Not that they gave Pip some shorts. It says strapped to his back. I just want to say on his back. You know what? I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one. Actually, no, I'm not. Because his hands don't look the same. Yes, they do. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. We're going to move on to the next one. Okay, beautiful. I normally don't like when it's too shady like this, but still, it's a coloring book, so I don't really trip on that too much. Because even when you color it, it's gonna shed it. It's just gonna be able to be colored on top of it, especially if they use markers and stuff. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. And then I'm just gonna add A to each of these elements. A rabbit, a turtle, a turtle. Perfect. I'm gonna go to the next scene. I'm gonna keep this one because I like how the border is. So as y'all can see, even though I'm taking the prompts, I'm still editing on some of them, on most of them. So your job is not necessarily done just because you're meta prompting. Just because you are meta prompting. That just helps you get closer to facilitating the structure and defining the parameters in which you want to set for the expectations of the output of whatever said goal or task you are entrusting to the model of your choice, large language model of your choice. So please keep that in mind. I don't promote 100% dependency on anything. Everything is to have human in the loop. So keep that in mind. I'm just showing you all my approaches and workflows so that you can implement them in yours. Was he pulling up something? I like this one, but it doesn't look like he pulling up a plant. But it looks great. And then this one looks like he pulling up a plant. I'm just not a huge fan of it. But for the sake of time and completion, I'm just going to choose this one. And we're just going to move on and be happy about life. I need to check the chat, by the way. Okay, no comments in the chat. Click on the wrong thing. Woo! This is a lot of, let's say, simple background lines. A, and then a rabbit and a turtle. I'm going to say with large piles of weeds because that picture is nice. That's why I'm not deleting it because I might still use it, but I prefer, there we go. This looks better. I'm going to go with this one because overall it just looks more simpler to color. You got to understand my audience is children. So you don't want to make the sheets too rigorous to color. You kind of want to still have simplicity. You can have some level of, rigor as far as being a little challenging for coloring, but I don't want that to be, even in that, still want to have some constraints because it's supposed to be an enjoyable experience for the child. They should feel confident that they can color it and not overwhelmed. So I think about all of that. Speaking of simple, normally I hate the rolled up backpack, but I like how they did this. So I'm gonna actually keep it. I'm gonna let it slide. It's not like he doesn't have published books. Pip has published books with that doggone rolled up backpack. So we're gonna let it go for this one. Cause that's a really, I think, chat, I think y'all agree, that's a nice coloring sheet. Very nice. Let's see if I can refine it. I haven't clicked refine on none of these images tonight. I'm going to say flat backpack. Let's see if it will change it. If not, I'm still this one. Now we don't have a backpack. Flat backpack. Ooh, let's see. Make the backpack he is wearing on his back flat. Okay, it just don't want to. I'm gonna say add flat backpack on the hedgehog back. That's so funny. It said, "We are not giving you a backpack, ma'am." You know what you want me to say? Take it or leave it, because that all them reiterations was horrible. So I will say that's probably one thing they got to work on is the actual detail refinement requests being met, because it shouldn't be giving me the same. You saw how, and it's done that before. It just kept giving me the same image over and over again. That's not reiteration. So that's like an area of growth for the model. But Google Whisk is still powerful. We are still creating a full-on coloring book with AI. But this is why I like showing y'all my process so y'all can see the flow of how to do it. Mm, I'm gonna go with this one. We're on scene 12. When we get to scene 20, we will be done. And y'all will actually see me put this whole thing together inside of Canva. Not you gave him clothes. They always make me laugh when they put him in clothes. Like, what are you doing? We're just gonna remove the backpack concept for this one. Okay, perfect. Moving on to our next prompt. Mm, yeah, I'll keep this one. Okay, next. Hey, that's cute. I like how they did that. Let me get it wrapping the next one. Whoa. It says Gardner Bloom. Okay, yeah. I'm just kind of moving a little fast. I almost confused myself. So I'm gonna delete this one and we'll keep that one. Got you. That looks really nice. Like extremely nice. Harvest time. I know that's right. So we are creating a coloring book as I promised y'all. And then we got another story that we'll probably get to tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be creating another Pip story and y'all see me animate. I'm just waiting on it to load. I have templates as well. I'll be selling those very soon. So if you want Canva templates for your books and your coloring books, I will be selling them. And that's going to save you a lot of time and stress. Trust me. I went through the fire so that you can run. And I make my templates. So this is all for me. Yeah. Wow. Okay, I'm going to delete this one and we'll keep that one. We're on scene 16 out of 20. So we are progressing, chat, right along. I have no idea why there's two hedgehogs at all. So I'm going to look at okay, love that. Looks really nice. Let's say no, would be changing that. We'll go with this one. Oh, that's so cute. Look at Pip. All right, here's our next one. I'll say a hedgehog, a turtle. That just helps to say we want one of each animal, not multiple. Saying a minute to load. Okay, there you go. I like this one. Even though this one looks more picnicky, I just like this one better. So I'm gonna go with that one. So we're on scene 18 of 20. We're literally 80% done, y'all. We are 80% done, chat. Beautiful. Normally I don't like this side satchel, but for the progression, since we're literally almost done and it's not that deep, I'm gonna keep going. And that is a very, very well defined image. Okay, since this kind of looks like that one, I'm gonna delete this one and use that one. All right, scene 19. And setting it again, setting it to square helps it when we get ready to edit. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna remove the backpack part. just to make sure we kind of get a clean shot. Okay, perfect. Oh, there we go. We got our prompt. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna click X. I don't like that one because it didn't look like a bench. Okay, we'll go with this one. We're on our final scene. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna ask Grok, give me a cover prompt for the coloring book. It needs to say Rosemary Salem as well. No. Well, yeah. Dang, should I put my name on it? No. This coloring book. A front cover prompt. And yes, in color with normal PIP description. Okay, so while that's working on that, let's choose our final one. I'll go with this one and we'll click exit. So we have, is this all of our sheets? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 20. Why does it seem like we got more? Oh yeah, girl, if you don't keep going, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 34, 36, 38, 39. Why does it feel like I skipped one? This is only 39. That's wild. So obviously we skipped we skipped a prompt or we deleted a page or something. So I can just ask it for an extra. I need an extra one scene art prompt. I was gonna say, and you can have typos in your prompts. It figures it out for you. But this is the cover. Wait, Pimp. Okay, Pip's Garden Adventures, a coloring journey. Okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and make our cover, and we're just gonna do it over here in scene. This is normally how I do it anyway. Just an FYI. Look at that, beautiful. We just need to fix the text. So it's not colorless coloring journey. So we gotta fix this. Coloring journey. Pip's Garden Adventure. Alright. Okay, we're gonna hold off on that, but just a tad second. Let's I meant for the coloring book. You know, I didn't even need to do that. I probably could have just made another one of these. No, that's too. That's gonna annoy me. Here is our extra sheet. It's always the randomness of it all. Okay, and then, oops. Okay, that's cool. We'll keep that. That'll just be a page 40. I'm not even gonna trip. And let's get this cover, front cover done. Which is very important. Pip's Garden Adventure. I know it had a typo, I just couldn't see it. The backpack is doing too much as well. Okay, Pip's Garden Adventure. This is what we're going to go with for the cover. Backpack is a little wild, but it's cool. Everything is spelled correctly. PIP, apostrophe S, Garden is spelled Adventures, coloring book. Because if y'all was on last night, y'all would have saw how I noticed that what I had fully animated was missing the and Pip goes to the beach title because I didn't triple check. And this one is cool too. Everything is spelled correctly, but I just don't like the typography in it. So we're going to delete all of this. And now we literally have all of our elements for our coloring book. So this is the complete layout. So I'm going to go to Canva. Let me stop sharing my screen for a hot second. And pull up Canva. Bless me. Oh, Jesus. I gotta find a coloring book. The Alphabet Adventures. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna go through and do some deleting real quick. I'm gonna say make a copy. Click delete. Uh-oh. All right, now I'm gonna share my screen. So you all can see what we're doing. I'll share the window. All right, we're inside of Canva. This is me just kind of using Pips. This is Pips Garden Adventure coloring book. But we're going to be deleting our former project that was here. So let's go inside of Whisk and let's download. We got one. Now the beauty of this is I'm gonna try to keep it in order. So I'll just download two at a time. I'm gonna look for, yeah, upload folder. Oh, no, I need to projects, folders, create a folder. I'm gonna say Pip Garden, continue, open. All right, add designs. No, go upload files. Shift. All right, we're gonna go over here to elements and we're gonna click on grid. We're gonna scroll down to grid. This will cover the whole page and then that just kind of puts it in like that. Boom. And it's a grid already there. So all I'm going to do is go to projects. Okay. Oh no, I don't want that right here. All right. And that's this books belongs to, and then we're just going to delete this and start adding in our elements. Like I said, this is a previous template. So, so you're literally seeing me use it. Okay. Oh, that's the same one. My bad. All right. I'm going to delete that one. Go back to Google Whisk. A minute. One of these should be of him sitting down. Do I even have that uploaded? I need to go to upload files. No. Okay. Okay. So we got this one of him walking. We need this one. This one. I'll upload files. We got these three. So now we're just building out the coloring book inside of our Canva template. I'm using one of my previously published coloring books templates to just kind of delete what was there and use it for this project. All right. So let's go back to Google Whisk and grab some more images. Okay, I got our images. Let's upload. And I do it like this, and I highly recommend, because y'all, it is so easy to get confused. I don't care how many times I have personally done it. I've gotten confused more times than one. So I know if I'm getting confused, you all may run into that. I'm not projecting, I'm just saying from my experience, when you're doing this part, just go slow. It's not a rat race. Just try to pace yourself, because it's easy to make small hiccups and errors. So just keep that in mind. It looks like I didn't upload the right ones. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Let me go back to Google Whisk. So after this picture, we got this one. Perfect. I'm gonna click that, click delete. What's our next image? It's them working together. Okay. Do I have that uploaded? No. All right, now we got that one. Next scene. It's this one right here. Do I have that uploaded? Yes. Okay, boom. What's next is the squirrel. We'll go over here. We're going to click delete, and we're going to add our squirrel. Okay. Now I got to download some more images. Come on now. I'm just going to do these two. I'm going to start going slower. Child, I don't even remember. Okay, so it's him pouring a water pot and them having water pots together. Alrighty. So there we go, those two together. So I'm gonna delete this one, add that one, delete, add this one, delete. Alright, let's grab our next two. That's him in the garden bin, and then him just out in the field. Okay. Got those two. And you see how I put them in a folder? It just makes it easier as well. So that's him. And then him out in the field. So those are our next two. Yep. So there we go. Adding Pip. I'll click delete and go add this. Delete. Oh, it's 11:11. Hey, and I saw it. We give God the glory. Okay, so these are the next ones. It's just him pulling the plants out the weed and them working together. I'm going to upload the files. That's it right there. And then them working together. Yep. Yeah, I think it's that one, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, I am correct. So there we go. And we're going to delete this and replace it with the new. I'm going to hit delete. I'm probably going to need a back cover prompt. So I'm going to ask Grok, create a, actually, no, I don't. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Never mind. This is our next one. So we got him with the leaf, and then him sitting down with the bees. We'll upload these files. Okay, there we go. Okay, the bees, and then him holding his stick. Pip holding that stick. There we go. Uploading. All right, we got our so next we have these. So we got the one with Pip, and then them in the square with pitchforks. Okay. I'm gonna delete that one. And add our new image. Oh, we got some text from the former project. Move that. And delete. Oh, we gotta delete that. Okay, so since we are reaching the end, I'm just gonna delete that page. I'm gonna start duplicating this page. So I'm gonna do Command D. I'm gonna do it a couple of times because I'm not sure how many more, but I know I got a few. And then I'm also gonna Command D the white spaces. So with the coloring pages, I always do a white page because it's a coloring page and it's gonna bleed through, especially if they're using markers essentially. So I would just advise that for creating coloring books, it's best to just make sure you give it an extra white page. So that's why I do that, just to give you context. So I'm passing along the tip and showing you why I'm doing what I'm doing. So you can take it or leave it. All right. Whew. Okay, cool. We got a couple of areas. So moving right along, I'm gonna download our next two. That's him in the field with the backpack and Pip with the basket. Got to upload the files. Boom, boom. Oh, sugar snaps. So all of these got that. That's so aggy. Well, at least I caught it. Let me go ahead and get rid of it now. I'm deleting this element. So I use a lot of the Canva AI magic tools on the former project. So when I copied over the page, it still had that element piece showing. So I need to delete it on all the duplicates. Little hiccups that happens can be a thorn in your side when you're trying to go a little bit faster. Okay. I'm going to download our next two. Wait, did I add them? Yes, I did. Okay. We're on our next two. So as them posted, and then him with his carrot and his water bucket. We're going to upload the files. This. Whiskey. Okay, they go to carrots, and then it's supposed to be with them posted. Is that it? It's gonna. They got something in their hand on that one. I think this is it right here. Yeah. right, this is the one with them posted. There we go. Okay. There's him. This big old bin of potatoes and carrots, and then him approaching the picnic table. We're gonna upload the files. I wish when I downloaded that it downloads in order. The fact that I had to literally search is insanely annoying. And that's something that ain't got nothing to do with AI. It's just, I don't know how to work my Mac fully. Confession. I really don't. For me to be so technically savvy, it's a lot of things I don't know that is considered basic computer knowledge. True story. Okay, so let me look at this one more time. So that's him posting under the picnic table, and then him at the picnic table, happy eating. Okay, gotta find those images. I found that one. And then him eating. There we go. There goes Pip. And then him posting on the table. Gotcha. Alright, that's him and the homies right here. Gonna download that one, and then him eating. So we got him eating. And then I need the one with him and the homies. I think it's this one. I think. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So we need 2, 4, 6. We need 6 more. So let me go ahead and duplicate 6 times, or really 5 times. So Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D, and Command D. And then our white page, Command D, Command D, Command D, Command D, and Command D. All right, let's keep it going. We are almost done with literally completing a full coloring book before midnight. Look at God. I can't wait to sell this one. I ain't gonna lie. This one is really nice. Okay, so let me look. So I'm looking for the fruit and him posted up on the bench. So there's him sitting on the bench, and then the fruit one. Got it. So we're uploading those images. About to add them in the placeholders in the grid. I uploaded the one with him sitting on the bench. Where is that picture at? I could have sworn I clicked on it on my soul. Okay, no problem. There it goes. Okay, got it. All right, next set. This is him again, sitting down. And then him waving, jumping up the deuces. I low-key want that to be the last page. So I'm gonna upload it, but I'm gonna make that wave picture the last page. That's how I want to end it, with him saying goodbye to us. What am I looking for? Okay, yeah, him sitting on the another bench in the wave pose. They go to waving pose, and then him sitting on the bench. Okay, uploading. Let's get our next grid. Okay, next two pictures, which is our final two pictures, and that's the homie standby, and then this nice little extra additive picture. Okay. Upload files. Okay, there it is. Let's put shift, and I'm just looking for the other one. Here it goes. Yep. So how we're gonna do this? We're gonna put that one in this box, and then we're gonna do the homie standby, and then the last one is going to be PIP standby for our coloring book. Hey, we did it! Yay! I am done with this coloring book. So we can see the whole thing laid out. This is our entire coloring book. That's hard. All right, I'm gonna do the present mode so y'all can see everything. Ooh, present. Here we go. All right. Can we start from the beginning? Jesus. Not y'all didn't start from the beginning. Let me close out. Let me try to present again. Because I was not about to use the back cursor to start it from the beginning. All right, so this was completely made inside of Google Whisk, from the cover and everything. Y'all watched me pull it together. All right, so this is the cover. That's the This Belongs To page. That's our white page. And next, I'm about to show y'all how I do my back covers for my books. And then that's going to be the last thing I show y'all. I'm not going to show y'all like my Amazon and all that. We're not going to do all that. One, I don't feel like fooling with it right now, because it's other steps to publishing that, again, I'm not going to do at this present moment. But we have completed our full coloring book. Look at this. Man, this is amazing. This one gonna do numbers. I already know. This looks really nice. This was so much easier than when I had to create my first color book. The struggle was real. But you know, the first time, or even the first couple of times you do anything, it's gonna be challenging. But you know, you just gotta persist. And this is our final page with Pip saying bye. And then this is the Miss Rosemary room plushie with Pip. Oh, I end up saying the name out loud. Jesus. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to pull up my covers. Oh, bless me. So I can show y'all how I'm going to do this back cover real quick. But yeah, y'all are getting to see the whole 9 yards. I think this is on the book cover template. Okay, this is the one. And y'all are actually gonna see the other some, not all of them, not on here. I'm not even gonna hold you, but most of them, a few of them are. Come on now. I'm trying to open it. I don't be understanding this. Anyways, let me share the screen. This is so weird. Let me do window. Share. Okay, I'm about to share my Canva. All right, so these are some of the covers that I've created. So I'm about to this is the former, one of the former coloring books, and I'm just literally about to duplicate this page because I'm about to make another version of it. And I'm gonna click delete and I'm gonna do uploads and I'm gonna go to over here to the side. I'm not gonna click uploads. Well, here we go. What just happened? That's not what I wanted to do. Let's go to projects and we're gonna do folders. We're gonna go to Pip Garden. I'm gonna scroll down and we're gonna grab our cover image and we're gonna put it in the grid. Boom. And then we can keep this green, but what I do want to do is I want to switch it up. So we'll do blue. And then I kind of got this layout where you can see previews. So I want to keep that same energy for this one. And I'm just going to replace it with, of course, this project's images. So I'm going to go inside of Pip Garden. And I'm just going to I'm not going to say randomly. I'm just going to select the images that I want to replace the images with. So we're going to use that one. We'll use that one. We'll use this one. And we'll use this one. Okay. So now we got our back cover done completely. And I'll share it with y'all. So these are some other covers. So this is Pip and the Starry Meadow cover. This is, I don't know what's going on right here. I think this is a mess up. So I'll delete it. All right, we got Pip Sensory Garden. So this is not all of them, but this is some of them. This is Pip's Ocean Adventure. Pip Snow Day. And now we have Pip's Garden Adventure that we just made for the coloring book. I'm gonna make it bigger so you can see. So you can see this is a real coloring book. So you picking it up, imagine buying it for your child, and then you can see the preview of the coloring sheets, and then voila, magic. Okay. So thank y'all for joining me tonight. We actually completed a whole project together, another one. And I want to show y'all again the success of yesterday's completion of our 72-hour turnaround of an animation project and book project for Pip Goes to the Beach. So let me stop sharing and share my X page so we can have the sound. And that's how I'm going to end it off tonight. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. And go on Amazon and support me by purchasing a Pip book or a coloring book. That will be greatly appreciated. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Yeah, the more you support, the more I can do this.
Illustrated by Rosemary Salem.
Start from the beginning. Okay.
Pip Goes to the Beach. Written and illustrated by Rosemary Salem.
Pip waddles onto the city beach at dusk. His blue backpack glows, ready to collect treasures today. Look, Pip sees a seashell shining in the sand. It's his first treasure to find. Pip traces the seashell with his paw. It feels smooth and curvy. Pip presses the seashell and pop. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. Nice one, Pip. Pip traces the seashell shape in the air. He likes its gentle curve. Now Pip spots a starfish on land. Another treasure to collect. Pip traces the starfish's arms. 5 points, so fun to feel. Pip presses the starfish and whoosh. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. He's so happy. Pip traces the starfish in the air. He loves its pointy arms. There's a pebble glowing over there. Pip waddles to see it. Pip traces the pebble's round edge. It's smooth and round, just right. Pip presses the pebble and zap. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. Great find, Pip. Pip traces the pebble in the air. He feels its roundness, nice and calm. Look, Pip. A piece of seaweed is glowing by the waves. Time to explore. Pip traces the seaweed's wavy strands. They flow gently, so pretty. Pip presses the seaweed and poof. It's a tiny shape in his backpack. Wonderful. Pip traces the seaweed in the air. He loves its wavy flow. Pip sits and looks at his glowing backpack. All his beach treasures are safe inside. Pip traces all his treasures: seashell, starfish, pebble, and seaweed. What a collection! Pip stands with his full backpack, looking at the city. He's ready for more beach fun.
Okay, so
Pip
that
Goes
was
to the Beach.
we gotta pause
Written
it.
and illustrated.
Okay, so that was my storybook short film, Pip Goes to the Beach, AI illustration and animation with Google Whisk, and music by Music FX by Google Labs, meta prompting with Grok 3 to be exact, and editing with Clipchamp. And the audio narration was also done with Clipchamp. I used the text to speech model, so you all can watch previous videos of that. So tonight was good. We completed a full, y'all literally watched me create a 40-page coloring book which technically translates to like 80 pages if you count the filler pages. But from start to finish, the cover, everything done inside of Google Whisk with Grok 3. Y'all watched me go from concept to completion. That book is done. I literally am going to be able to just upload it to my Amazon KDP account, and it's going to be on sale within at least the next 72 hours for sure, because I got to go through the approval and all of that. And I'm not going to upload it tonight. I'll probably do it sometime tomorrow. And so it normally takes them 24 hours to get back to you. 48 is the longest I've ever had to wait, but most of the time they crank it back out. So yeah. Tomorrow we're gonna be working on a whole nother PIP story and another PIP animation. So y'all will see me get into the animation tomorrow. We didn't get into that tonight, but I did promise y'all that we were gonna do a color book, and we did it, okay, from start to finish. All right. So I love y'all with the love of Christ. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.